Hey everyone, welcome back to Art a la Carte, and today we're going to do part 2 on drawing a rose. In the first part of the video we learned how to make a basic rose and add some color and gradient and shading to really make it look dimensional. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a stem and then add some leaves to that. As you can see, I have the rose that I drew in the first part of the video, and if you haven't seen that video, make sure to hit the link and go check that video out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw in the stem for this. Where the stem connects to the rose is kind of behind all these petals. So I'm just going to draw a parallel line that kind of comes down underneath the rose. And you'll notice I'm not making it an absolute straight line. I'm curving it a little bit to make it look a little more organic and natural. Now if you look at the back of a rose, and forgive me, I only have a fake one. This is a rose bud, but you'll see as the stem comes up and connects, it has these back leaves that when the rose was just really little, folded up around it. And so sometimes you might see a little bit of these kind of curling back. The older a rose gets and the more it blooms, the more these will curl back in on itself. So that's a good tip to finding a fresh rose, is to see what these little petals and leaves are doing. But I'm just going to put just a hint of the curved leaves right here. They're pretty much hidden behind all the petals. As we come down the stem, I'm going to go ahead and put an offshoot with some leaves on it. So I'm going to just branch that up and create a leaf shape, which is kind of an almond shape that comes out to a nice point. And there's one. I'm going to put one more just like so. Now if you want to get really detailed, the edges of these leaves have a little bit of a spike to it. So what I'll first do is I'm going to create the center vein, and I'm going to put the side veins coming off, and I'm not going to have them all be the same, so I'm a little bit farther apart, so I'm a little bit closer. And they kind of come off on a wedge shape. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little wave and a peak at each of those vein lines. And you'll see as I'm getting that nice shape that I want for that leaf with the little spikes that they have. You don't want to do it too severely, otherwise you're going to look like you have a holly leaf. Just very slightly. Then you can go back with your eraser if you like and clean up those edges just a bit. Then the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add in some thorns. And this is completely optional, you don't have to have thorns on your rose. But as I come down, I'm going to hook up just a little bit and then pull it down. It's not an absolute outright triangle like that. It's a little bit of a hook and down. And you don't need to put too many thorns on your rose. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my color pencil, and I'm going to add some color to this, and I'm going to keep it really soft because I want to add in a little bit of shading. So I'm not going to push too hard, just get a kind of overall green color. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the same technique that I used on the petals, which is to add a little bit of darker shade of this green to things I want to push back a little bit. So I want this leaf here to be back just a bit further than this leaf, and I want a little bit of a shadow as the stem goes up underneath the flower petals to kind of look like it's being pushed back. So as these little side petals come out, they're going to be darker towards this point, but as they come out this way I'm going to lighten them up just a little bit. And if you have a couple different colors, like I'm going to use this light green, adding a little bit of that in there just makes a little bit more of interest. And then again with my dark black, I'm going to add some really dark shading in the parts what I want to be dark, dark black. And voila, we have our finished rose, and I think it looks very pretty. This would be great in making a card for somebody, or just for drawing and giving it to someone special, or for yourself. So have fun making your own rose, and let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see other flowers and different kinds of plants. If you have any specific ones you'd like to see, leave those in the comment box below, and who knows, they might end up in one of my videos. Thanks for drawing with me, and until next time, God bless you guys. Bye-bye.